Hello and welcome back to Avowed. Last time was a long one. We did a side quest up here somewhere. Yeah, it took a while. There's just a lot of reading to do, and that's really why it took a while. Because the main quest really there's not much to it. Oh, hello. Something's happening.
Is that it?
I don't have might. Dang. What is going on? Peace, friend. I don't have any quarrel with you. That's enough. Disperse immediately. Attack. Talk? I'm not here to talk.
Is that so? Well, you better find some quarrel real fast. Where's it?
Okay, I don't know who you are. Why are you randomly attacking me, but I guess you're gonna die.
That's one for us.
With the Empire.
Well, that happened. Uh, anyway, yeah. So yeah, that quest just took a while. Even though there wasn't as much to it, if you just ignored all the books. But I'm gonna sell some stuff, since I have some stuff to sell. I'm pretty sure I collected a bunch of stuff. Oh right. I put some of my stuff in the storage, didn't I? It's a bit annoying, but cause you can't toggle stash items. Wait. Okay. Hold on. Wait. Harvey stash. Oh, here we go. The common source. That's what I was stashed away. Don't think there's anything else. Okay. So you can do that. That's pretty nice of them. Don't have to call away to do that to pick them up. This game is very nice on the player for that. Feels like this game is made with the player in mind a lot of the time, which is I like. I'll just keep these, won't I? Guess I could sell these. I don't think I'm ever gonna use these, at least. It doesn't seem like that's my style. I'll keep that, I think. Okay, I think that's all. What do you have anyway? With this? I don't think it's good enough to want to buy it. Yeah, this is some magic stuff. Have I'm needing this. I don't know if I do. Alright, that's probably fine. So just since I'm here, do we have anything worth buying? Haven't really checked. Yeah, all of it is just fine stuff. Yeah, nothing really. Okay. Okay. Right. So, okay. Now, I want to go here. Without teleport. Yeah, I want to do the bounty and explore a little bit here, and I hope that shouldn't take too long, because I do want to go to Emerald Stair today. I do want to check it out. But I sure don't want to make this another long 2-hour episode. I want this to be a shorter one. So I'm not gonna go all the time. Like if it takes a while exploring, which sometimes it does, because who knows what I'll find. You know, so be it. I'm not gonna run into Emerald Stair not knowing what's gonna happen. If it's gonna be a thing. I don't know. Not really sure. But yeah. Loading. All loading times. Okay. I was clicking the button to change the tip. Oh, look at that. The textures haven't loaded in. Sometimes it does that when I start the game as well. Like the trees don't load in very well. Like it takes like a second or two and it's fine, but it's kind of funny. Okay, right. We are going this way. Here we go. Yeah, I don't know, was I saying something? Probably. I think I'm not quite awake yet. Oh well, everybody noticed me already. So we can get some lightning strikes. Subs are really just nothing now. Is anything up here? I haven't really been here. It's on the map. I haven't been right here, I guess. The map does uncover slowly some of the things you know, it has a range of what it uncovers. Gonna take out the bear if I can. Yeah, I think that's one hit, you guys. You are nothing to me. Ow. Some timing. There. There we go. Nothing to it. Got a potato. So weird you can just pick up random stuff to hold. Why are you holding a potato? It's also weird how I can pick up some of the tongues, but not from others. Why can I pick up from a tongue from one of these guys, but not the other one? How does that make sense? Did you lose your tongue somehow? That's weird. I don't know. It's just right over there. That's the bounty. I don't know if that's gonna be a thing. Could be. I do feel like I'm probably at a good level at this point to take on most things. But who knows? Guess I should heal real quick at least. Just to get ready. That's it, I think. Oh, mushrooms. Still don't ever use those additional effect things, you know?
One thing you could say about ogres, they rarely do sneak attacks.
A squad mate took a bet to steal an ogre's club. He lost that bet. And both arms. Right behind you.
Yeah.
How'd you do that?
Can I sneak in? Wow, okay, that'd be nice if I could get that hit in. Yes, I can. Look at that. Fireball. Wham. Let's go in sneak mode. Ouch. Keep forgetting I have a warding shield. I should use that sometimes. Oh, ouch. Do take a punch. Like the potion. No target? What do you mean? Okay. Should be using my companion's abilities more. As well. Alright, that was not too bad.
We make a good squad.
I'm gonna take your head. This trophy. All the ways in Fury were once so clearly visible on this ogre's face now gone, replaced with a lifeless pallor. Alright. Did the thing. I have a lot of these. You know what? I'm gonna equip that one instead. I have so many. And let's just, yeah, heal up a little bit. Just in case. I could fall off a cliff or something. That has been known to happen. Bunch of stuff. I should also maybe go and see if I can upgrade something at the camp. Could be. I don't think I did that. I think I pretty much just, yeah, I kind of just beelined it to the quest finish. 7 stirrings. Okay. What's this? 2-handed weapon. So, yeah. It's quite strong. But, yeah. 2-handed weapons are not really my thing. I like having magic. Killing enemy gives you 15% move speed for 10 seconds, and critical hit chances up. Nothing exciting about that to me, honestly, either, so yeah. But I'll read the flavor. The blade of this axe is carved from a scapula of a legendary sword war chief. Known for their impressive size and might. In life, they were an unstoppable force on the battlefield, able to recover from dire injuries in the middle of combat, while their powerful presence filled their followers with lethal fervor. They went on to subjugate half a dozen other tribes and forged a small Soviet empire, perhaps the largest known to history. When this war chief eventually died, the empire fell to infighting and crumbled, but not before 7 stirrings was crafted from the remains. Though this renowned war chief is long dead, a small sliver of their ferocity and tenacity lives on this axe, imbuing his wielder with the might. Alright. Oh, yeah. Still don't know quite what that is. Still don't know quite what it is. Have not been able to identify exactly what it could be. But, I mean, maybe I won't find it ever. You know. So whatever, I don't mind. I mean, I want to do as much as I can in the game, but I will inevitably miss something, you know. That's gonna, I guess it's gonna happen in a game like this. Oh wow. Wait. Oh. Wait. Oh, that's interesting. So I guess that because I went up here and finished the rest of the map, they decided that all those places, you know, I couldn't normally get to are now no longer in you know, shadow in the fog or whatever you want to call it. This makes the map look very nice, you know? Huh. I guess my incredible thoroughness was not really needed. I didn't know that was going to happen, obviously, but that's not something I've ever seen before, I don't think. And something like that, like, huh. Well, neat, I guess. Well, I guess the game decided to explode everything. But I'm pretty sure I haven't been able to this direction, really. I mean, I feel like there's still a few things here that I didn't actually go to on the map. Like, yeah, I haven't been in here. Oh, that just goes back there. I thought it was gonna be more. Ow. But yeah, okay. That's something that's neat, you know. It mainly does bother me. It does bother me that you know, that maps are not finished like that. So the fact that you actually do that is interesting. Not what I expected would happen. But apparently, I don't know. See, the only thing is that I don't know exactly where. The freaking temple. Wait, I didn't go there, did I? Did I? Hold on. Have I been there? Which side of here? Up there. We get there? How do I get there? Have I been there? I think I've been there. Kitty! Let go of my clothes. How would I get there? Exactly. How would I get there from... Seems to be a good way. I think I'm gonna go around this way. I don't think I've been there. I forgot if I had. I don't remember that being... thing. Don't know if there's a way to get there from here. I am curious about it. Can't deny that. Still feels like the only place where the treasure map could possibly be something like that. That just feels like something, you know? Yeah, I don't think I can get that from right here. I don't think anything goes this way. That's it? Can I go further this way? Well, I guess I could put some ice there. Yeah, probably. Well, the backpack here at least. It's completely worthless, but... well, I'm not getting there from here. Not getting there from here. But I don't think I've been there. I guess I have to just jump. A little scary, but... I'm okay. Did I actually look in the water here? I don't know if I ever did. Doesn't look to be anything. I mean, I do want to go to Emerald Stair, but now this has got my attention. I think I have time to try. Yeah, I don't see any way to get there. Once the cliff's in the way, this is a problem. Gotta be somewhere. Like, yes, clearly, yeah, clearly an exit up here, which I cannot get to. Could I go from some other side? But how? But how? Did I blow you up? Oh, broke it. Ow. thing again. Keep actually doing that. This looks like it'll go there, but no. It doesn't. Huh. I think those lines on the map mean it's a wall, essentially, like you can't go further than that. That's what it feels like, yeah. Which kind of indicates the only way to get there is here, but I'll never get up there. Strange, I don't know. There's something there, but no real way to get there if I can tell. I'm pretty sure I didn't go anywhere that led there ever. There's some other way in there, right? I don't think I've ever seen that. Yeah. There's some enemies there that side. Or that I killed and I didn't pick up the things. I don't know. Don't see any way that could get me up there. It's clearly something. Well, I don't know. That's gonna be a mystery for a while. Maybe we come back there. Maybe there's a quest or something. Who knows? But I can tell there's no way I'm getting in there. Just gonna throw a fireball. Could get Kai to do it, but it's easy just to press R1. Alright, well, I do not believe that I have anything else to do, so I think we're gonna go to Emerald Stair. Just gonna walk there, I guess. I could teleport, but again, it takes a while. I might as well walk there. Maybe I'll find something. Like, people randomly interrupt you sometimes.
Too good to be true, you said.
You were the one who told me we should try our hands at farming.
Also, yeah, I think I made my past this. I don't think I want to talk to these people.
If you came all this way for arable land, you might as well get back on your ship and leave.
Acts have come on behalf of the Emperor of Adia. Seems to be a problem. Thanks for the morning. Farewell.
The problem is we've been conned out of our life savings.
A gentleman sold us his farm, sight unseen, of course. He boasted of making a fortune off the living lands.
We risked everything for this opportunity. The place is in shambles and the earth is barren.
I assume getting money back is out of the question. You could ask Paradise for aid. But like next time, farewell.
The scoundrel took our coin and ran. It's a miracle the deed was legitimate.
So do we find a way to squeeze life out of this dead farm? Or do we cut our losses?
Don't need farms that me find here in Bavaria. That's it for that. Farm sound made all night. Have you thought about making this a goat race instead? That could help. I'm sure you'll think of something.
A goat ranch? Huh.
Come to think of it, the island does have a breed of goat. It's supposed to be real ornery, but they're survivors.
Someone who'll go to 2 sounds perfect. You never know, maybe you'll fertilize land.
Or 5. Or 10.
Whoa, hey, one goat at a time, please. They show us so much shit. Thanks for the advice, stranger. You can't help but feel like our fortunes have already changed for the better.
I had no idea you were an expert in livestock. Know anything about raising chickens? Should we...
I think the gods said...
Where does one buy a goat
Oops.
They're strange looking, but the cheese they produce is delicious.
I don't put anything else here. I went past this before. Just wanted to get to the quest. So I actually might have missed something else around here. take a little look-see. Anything around? Probably not really. Probably nothing really. But there's a camp right here. So can't build quick. Might have a few things to upgrade. Maybe you have something to say. Nope. Ah, got something in my eye. Right, we need a bunch of talents for everything really. Right, that button. Keep forgetting how you craft. So might as well just get as much as I can. Yeah, I mean, yeah, let's just do this. It's fine. So I can upgrade my magic thing. I want to upgrade that. Should I? Should I upgrade something else? Should I wait? I feel like I want to wait. I think I want to upgrade my axe more. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. All right. Haven't cooked in a while, but I don't know if I need to. I have so much. Yeah. All these things that increase all my stuff. So no use and no will probably, because it's just like you know. What a regeneration there. I guess I'll take that. Yeah. I don't feel like doing all that stuff. Alright, whatever. Okay. Moving on. Alright, I actually gotta, I gotta go, right. I actually gotta go and collect the bounties. I was almost just gonna go to Emerald Stair, but yeah, I know I gotta collect the extra bounties. I just didn't, yeah. I did the thing. I did the bounty, but I didn't actually get the reward, which is kind of the point of the bounty. These two games just, you know, after you do the thing, you get the reward immediately. You don't have to go to collect it, typically. I do feel like the loading is not worth it. I feel like I could get there in a short amount of time. Probably not, I don't know. I mean, it feels like it just takes forever to load. That's why. But maybe it would be faster. Still. Like, it goes quite fast, the and you walk and you run to your destination, you know, and you just beeline it. I don't know.
Welcome back, Envoy.
I got a bunch of things.
Show it here.
Still got some more.
Remind me not to get on your bad side, Envoy. Seems you're making a habit out of killing ogres. Let's hope the next one you run across is a bit more amicable, yeah?
Tempestuous Blondie is dead.
Guess you were just the one storm she couldn't survive.
The old bands have been dealt with.
It's a shame it had to be like this. Desperate times can drive good kith to do terrible things. Well, I'll be. That's all of the bounties. Mighty fine work, Envoy. Mighty fine indeed. Hope you're proud of all you've done. Thanks to you, Dawnshore is safer for all of us. Gods protect you, wherever you are.
Hey, you could have a real future here if the envoy thing doesn't work out.
Nice work on the bounties. Just don't get a big head about it.
I kinda wasn't. I got most deep bounties just by kinda going around the place and just running into them by accident.
Nice work on me.
Alright, did the things. I got something there. Yeah, Kif water. 10% damage reduction against Kif, minus 10% damage reduction against other sources. Don't think I don't like negative things, you know. And only against Kif. So whenever they say Kif, they mean like humanoid beings who can talk and stuff, you know. Right? That's what I think that means. We don't find a lot of that, honestly, I feel. I mean, we have fought a few in town, I guess. That's the only time, really. But we are out and about. It's mostly, you know, Sorbs, bears, and other stuff. Skeletons. I don't think skeletons count as Kif either, you know. Yeah, so I wouldn't even want that, I think. But I'll read the flavor, as always. The simple clay figurine attached to this chain is ancient. Exactly how old is hard to discern, but if not for the magic imbued into it, it surely would have crumbled to dust by now. The amulet was warm to the touch in the presence of a hostile Kif, as the latent enchantment on it flashed back to life. Whether the sense of facility you otherwise feel when wearing this is part of the figurine's initial creation or simply due to the magic fading with age is impossible to say. Yeah, look at that. The only thing is the treasure. And so did all the side quests. All the ones I found. It's very possible there's something. But we are finally ready to go to Emerald Stair. So let's bolt over there. Again, I feel like it's just faster to just go. I don't know if it actually is, but you know. Running. Third person. Can't look at yourself unless you do that. If you're moving, you can't. Yeah, I guess makes sense because you want the player to be facing where you're pointing. I guess that makes sense. Yeah. Alright. Anywho. Yeah, like I feel like this was faster than teleporting and waiting for that. At least it feels like I'm doing something. If it actually is, I don't know. So yeah.
Hold a moment. They tell me you're going to Emerald Stair. Business or pleasure?
Business, I'm looking into the change phase. Pleasure, I want to explore living lands. Can I pass or not? Well, I mean, I am on business, I suppose.
Well, just remember to cover your mouth, sneeze into your elbow, and sleep with lavender under your pillow. Fair warning, Envoy. Before you showed up, Inquisitor Ludwig barged past me. She was looking none too pleased.
Oh, that's out for her. Thanks for the warning. I was supposed to have been told you where she was going. It comes closing like a storm. Don't get in the way.
Don't thank me. In fact, keep my name away from Ludwine's ears. Better if she doesn't know I exist. Anyway, I thought you should know Ludwine's on the prowl. Tread lightly.
So Ludwine's somewhere out there doing who knows what. Wonderful.
Given how angry she was about Eatwolf, probably best we give her a wide berth.
Well, I wasn't planning to run into her intentionally.
Word of advice?
Alright,
Try not to get killed. Again.
Emerald Stair. So, how big is this gonna be? You know? Did I underestimate the size of this game, or is this gonna be relatively small? Not really
Can't
sure.
say I'm sad to be leaving Paradise. I had no idea how tense things were with the Adirans moving in. And now we have to worry about whether the man who killed you is going to try again.
Got a second chance at life. You should have fun too. I didn't come here to play executioner.
Believe me, that's a relief. Besides, the Steel Garrote's all too eager to take up that mantle.
Steel Garrote? I figured they're just more intense Adiran soldiers.
Kitty, I wish you would sit still. The paladin is devoted to what they sellers, but effective. They are often employed to hunt traders and oathbreakers. They'll help bring order to the frontier. The order may have started an idea, but don't confuse those fanatics with us.
Oh, I hear you. Unfortunately, if you're marching shoulder to shoulder, some of their stink is bound to rub off on you.
I don't like that Ludwine woman. She gives me the freakus.
Yeah, I've seen floggings gentler than the scolding she gave Hilgard. One's tacking when the other's jibing, if you catch my drift.
That word. A lumber phrase used in Living Lands to describe a feeling of unease in an unknown situation. Okay. That sense is healthy, even between allies. It's hard to believe she's supposed to be working with him. I do not catch the drift. What are you talking about? I guess yeah.
And that's gonna mean trouble for everyone around them before long.
And it's a good thing we're getting out of this city.
Yeah. Much as Liviana misses our company, I wouldn't count on your mysterious friend reviving you a second time.
Are you listening to that friend when you go all blank-eyed from time to time? Does your special friend talk to you? I mean, I had an imaginary friend when I was little, but they never brought me back from the dead.
He means that with all due professional respect, of course.
How do you know this friend doesn't mean us any harm?
The point place of life. The meant harm, they could have left me. I don't know that. I don't know yet. I don't know that yet. Why am I having such a hard time reading? Because they like to have philosophical discussions and talk in poems. I mean, I want to see what this is because I feel like this doesn't really make sense to say.
So they do mean us harm.
Funny. Keep joking when the envoy starts sprouting mushrooms and attacking everyone.
Easy, Marius. Whatever this is, I don't think she has the Dream Scourge.
Well, you can't fault me for being thorough.
We're headed to Fior Messi Verno to see if the Animancers know anything about the Dream Scourge, right? Maybe we'll learn something about your condition in the process.
Right. When it comes time to deal with Animancers, you two are on your own.
Enemies are outlawed in Ada for a reason. Meddling with souls is dangerous. No one understands souls like they do. If they know something, we should hear them out. The Living is a hard place for a colony of scholars. Yeah. Yeah.
Fair enough, but I wouldn't expect a warm welcome. Hilgard's already brought your homeland's prohibitions against animancy to Paradise.
They could stand around and have scholarly debates about souls all they want. Gives me a great opportunity to take a nap.
I haven't been back in a while, but Fior is, An interesting place. It was founded about 50 years ago by a disgraced Valian duke and a handful of animancers who'd soured on politics in the republics.
Town full of nobles, scholars, and leeches. All surviving off the work of the farmers who grow food for the whole island.
I can't wait to see this. And the men survive in the wilderness?
They're an eccentric bunch. You'll see. It turns out that academics are as ungovernable as the rest of us rabble.
You don't understand what they're messing with. They can't tame the wilds with machinery.
They've held it at bay until recently. Their ingenuity, or madness, or heresy, take your pick, has fed a lot of people in the living lands. But, rumor has it, some unnatural blight is destroying their crops.
Hopefully being able to learn something of the Dream Scourge. Right when the Dream Scourge appears, a possible connection is troubling. Yeah.
Hopefully there's nothing to that. But if there is, we'll find out soon enough. And while we're in Emerald Stair, there's something I've been putting off. An old friend from my time in Thirdborn had a cabin out in the woods. Tama. He passed a while ago, but he left something for me that I never got around to picking up. But since we'll be in Emerald Stair anyway...
We'll go to the cabin. You just now getting around to this?
Better late than never. Can't give him a reason to go haunting me, right?
So you're planning on straying from the roads, huh? That changes a few things.
You won't regret it. Emerald Stair's lovely this time of year. Even the Delimgon bloom.
No matter what I tell you, you keep picking flowers from things that want to kill you.
Hey, they love me. You just gotta ask nicely. Compliment their foliage.
Right. Maybe buy them a drink before they choke you to death with vines.
Delimgon are plant-like beings bound to trees. Are content to leave most dimensions alone. They have been known to lace out as settlers encroaching on territory or anyone they perceive to be a threat to nature. I know enough not to wander blindly into the Lycams then. This is exactly the kind of unit I was hoping for. I didn't expect this assignment to get this complicated. It's going to be easy.
I'd hope so. I think that goes without saying.
You and I have quite the adventure ahead of us, Envoy.
Let's get started. Marius, what will you do now? Isn't Marius coming with us? Because I'm bringing you along with me, Kai.
I have, you know, things to do back in Paradise. It keeps me plenty busy.
Come to think of it, I haven't been to Emerald Stair in a while, and the Envoy's never been. Know any good guides we could hire?
None that could help the two of you. You need the best guide in the lands to keep you from getting yourselves killed.
My experience hasn't prepared me for the specific hazards of the living lands. Come with us, Marius. We can use expertise. Seems like we have the best hunter in the lands right here. I'm sure there's nothing in Paradise more exciting than the adventure we're about to go on.
That's okay. We can discover them together.
Now that you mention it, you're gonna need my help if you're traveling through the lands with this Nimdut. I have two rules. No campfire songs and no hugs. That last one's non-negotiable.
I hear wiggle room on the singing.
If we're done being ridiculous, we should get some rest. We'll be in Emerald Stair tomorrow.
Good to have you with us, Marius.
Right. Go to bed before you violate the hugging.
So, could you, like, not have Marius with us at this point? Like, that's what it kind of sounded like. I was maybe getting close to being the case. Frame rate here is significantly better than the other area, I feel. I don't know if that really shows in the video, but the frame rate here is a lot more smooth, I guess. Oh, well, it doesn't have a thing on the map, but maybe this is like a special area. That's why there's no real actual thing, you know what I mean? Like it's a small area, so the frame rate is actually a lot better than typical. 'Cause yeah, I could immediately notice it. Anyway, well, Marius and Kai have. Oh wait, no, Kai doesn't have anything, but Marius has something to say.
Boy, Fior Messi Verno, huh? Guess if you're looking for an animancer, that's the place to go.
The forest is thick there, but between two of us, we can handle it. Tell me about Emerald Stair. You don't seem excited to be seeing VR. I need to talk about VR.
They're not just thick, they're nigh impenetrable. And there's a distinct feeling that they want you dead. Nothing we can't get through, but you'll be glad you brought me along.
I never could bring you along. Time for you to any place at this camp. Tell me about Emerald Stair.
Well, I do have some experience with Emerald Stair. I've led a few people there from Paradise or Thirdborn, and I've almost lost someone on every trip.
Someone's slipping.
I said almost.
I'm thankful for your expertise. Can I get us there now? The rain is a big problem in this. Fantastic, we're going to die.
Just glad I can help. Right, changing the subject. I'd just tell you what I told you last time you asked me that.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Okay, we do have more stuff in here, I think. Why don't you want to talk about your life?
Because it's not that interesting, really, and knowing about it won't keep you alive, and I don't like talking about it. So why pry? Wouldn't you rather your wilderness guide be happy than unburdened by thoughts of his past?
Fine, you don't want to talk about it, we won't talk about it. Is it really that bad? When have you ever been happy and unburdened? I mean...
I think there was a period of 3 days when I was in training, but I might have dreamt it. I remember sleeping a lot.
Alright, fine.
I appreciate that, Envoy.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if we can get through to him, but maybe we'll see. How did you learn your survival skills?
When I was a child in Solace, a warden named Alinka taught me the basics. What berries to eat, how to build a shelter, and so on. Later, I started going out on patrols, just to get experience in the wilds. By the time I was 15, I was going out on my own.
What did you do on patrol? I was in touch with Linka? That must have been scary for you. That's enough for now.
No, she died on patrol in the Ash Forest several years back. By then, we already hadn't been speaking for years. We had a falling out over me sneaking out of the keep a few times when I was 17. Well, the few times she knew about. Turns out I was just good at surviving on my own. So I kept doing it, and I kept getting better at it.
So you left Solace because you didn't need it anymore. Well, I'm grateful for your skills. Because you're all hard to tell us. Listen, let's talk about something else.
Right, changing the subject.
Yeah, no. Not gonna get into it now.
Anyway, what do you need?
Alright, that seems to be it.
Until next time.
Yeah, you don't have anything? Interestingly enough? Right, well, we already did our camp stuff before, so... Let's just go. Let's, actually go to Emerald Stair. It's always a little something. You never know. You never know. This is a new image though. Yeah, look at that. So is it gonna be a map? I mean, maybe it was just because that was a weird camp transition scene thing. I assumed he would have a map. Okay. This looks like an entire map. This looks like an entire map. Huh. No. I mean, I think I have underestimated the size of this game. Like, this is just Dawnshore, this is Emerald Stair. I mean, it's obviously possible we're not gonna go to every single place. Some of it might just be, again, either DLC or just, to fill out the world in a way, yeah. But at least a whole ass map, one whole map, and seemingly it's as big as as Dawnshore. That's what it's called. Who knows if there's gonna be as much stuff to do, but it seems like it might be. I mean, again, I was really expecting all of the game to take place in one place, in Dawnshore. I mean, I knew, I had looked at this map and I was like, oh, this is a map, but it's, either it's DLC stuff or, it's just to fill out the world. But no, we're actually going here. And I feel like we're gonna go more places. I mean, again, not sure how big, how much there is actually to do, but seeing just how much we've already done in terms of side quests and exploration and everything just in Dawnshore, it feels like this is gonna be a lot bigger than I expected it to be. Like, did I really missee or something about the length of the game? I feel like I have to look at it again. It's well, to be honest, I looked at it when the game just came out. Oh, stuff is happening there. Hold on, I'm gonna just quickly pause. I wanna just look this up. It was when I just started the game, which when I just when the game just came out, which obviously means people who who run through the game super fast, the day or the week it comes out, are obviously gonna plays like that are not gonna they're gonna be the ones who just run through it super fast and get to the end and everything, so yeah. But looking at this, main story is 20 hours and main and side is 46 hours, and completion is 67, yeah. Which, yeah, still main story being 20 hours. I guess it's just run through main story, don't do any side quests. I guess it's hard to really know. Obviously, this is how long to beat doesn't precisely say that. Like, the more people who obviously play the game, the more it's going to be accurate. And this is a more popular game, obviously, so the amount of people who have polled seem to say, that's main story is 73 people, and extra stuff, I feel like main and extra is what most people are probably gonna be doing. They may not do everything, but you will do a lot of the side stuff, obviously. And that is 48 hours. And you also have rushed and leisure, and rushed on extras is 30 hours and leisure is 80 hours. I don't want to say I've been going through the game leisurely, but I will say that I have been pretty thorough. Looking at the completionist time, the average being 68 hours, and the leisure being 100 hours. That's quite a lot of time. Like, I had expected this game to take maybe 20 to 30 episodes, depending on how much I was gonna get into the side stuff, you know. But now it seems to make more sense. Because I have been doing as much side stuff as I can, exploring everything, you know, being pretty thorough, reading all the stuff, you know. If you do that, it makes sense the game would take 48 hours, or, you know. And it would make sense that, yeah, no, if you do the main stuff, 20 hours, just beeline through it all. Like, if you just do the main quest, you would probably be in Emerald Stair probably around 7 hours, maybe, depending on, you know, I assume you would maybe do a few side things, you know. I don't know, it's hard to say, like, when you say main story, what does that really mean? Like, I feel like most people would get at least a little bit distracted, or, you know, I don't know. I don't know, it's hard to say. Like, I feel like in a game like this, what does it really mean for you to play the main story only? Is that something people do? I know some people do that. I know some people just don't care about side stuff. They just want to experience that through the main story. Yeah. Oh, look at these guys. I don't know. Yeah. Feel like fire would probably be effective. There's a mushroom creature. Fireball. Not effective. My grenades.
Oh, fantastic. People. I was about to lose my wits.
A mind's question. The dust of the Akita in her hair. She knocks. We would answer.
You wouldn't happen to have a ladder on hand, would you?
Akita. Oh, right, that's a godless, isn't it? Yeah, right. Huh. It does have Akita in her hair. Interesting. She's godless, or knows about that? Not sure what the voice is trying to say about that. But no senses cartographers by chance? Obviously not. What do you need a ladder for? Come on, yes. Get this fine lady a ladder. I gotta say that.
No ladders, Envoy. Wouldn't fit in the packs.
You're welcome to my shoulders.
Shoot. That vase is far too high for me, and a ladder would have been perfect. But perhaps we don't need one. You're tall, striking, and well-toned.
I got out my might. That's the second time today that might hasn't been high enough. God damn it. Why would that response would be? What's so important about this phase? What are you suggesting? Can you focus? What do you want? Are you flirting with me? I gotta say that as well.
If you keep encouraging her, she's going to climb you.
Watch out, Envoy. She seems to have a thing for you.
Careful, darling. I already have a lover. A good one. Skilled with his hands. He always carries a ladder. But, sadly, he's busy helping the Animancers in Fjord. And I need this vase now.
I'm not sure. I'm trying to figure out something. Like, is it hair or scales? Like, is her skin... Like, it looks more like skin than hair, I feel. Like, is it like scale-esque? Not sure. It's hard to kind of tell. It doesn't feel furry enough, but also her ears are very furry, and, you know, I'm not sure. Like, do we know what this species or kith, I guess? Is it weird to call it a species if it's a kith? I don't know. Do we know what they're called? I think we've seen one of these people, one of these species people before, I think, but I don't know if I actually know the name of these people. I'm sure you've said it before. There's a lot going on in this game, you know. Right, I wasn't paying attention because I was trying to figure out if that was, you know, hair or scales or what it was. Like it something. Yeah, there's like, I'm not sure. Yeah. Anyway. Right. Already have a lover, a good one, skill with his hands. He always carries a ladder. Sadly, he's busy helping the elements in the field. I need this space now. Right. I think you raised it too high up for most ladders. I can help you. It's a little trouble. You know, doesn't happen to be governor Fiora. I need skates. Gates. I don't know how you say that probably. Pay up and you'll get your raise. Yeah.
That doesn't excuse your lack of a ladder, dearie. The vase sits atop that tower beside us, in the ruins there. And once you've got it, look me up. Yaxley, wizard extraordinaire, godless expert, and a Balrog in the bedroom.
You do meet the most interesting people.
I can get you 1,000 vases that don't require going into some ancient ruins. No one listens to me.
Where is it? Exactly. Alright, well that was a introduction. So this place looks a lot more desolate. I mean, I don't know. Does feel flatter, like a better word. But then again, who knows? Alright, well, yeah, so kinda didn't, I want to explore a little bit more in Emerald Stair, obviously, but I said I was gonna go for an hour and a half, and, you know, but, yeah. Light tower there, having posing. Yeah, I don't know. Stopping things. Lift up sinkhole. So new stuff. Things are happening. You know. Things to explore. Seems like it's gonna be a whole thing. Yeah, the game is seems to be bigger than I expected. I think either I misread or it's because again it's because of how early I was looking at how long to beat, which obviously sometimes can change a bit over time since more people are gonna be playing it, and the people who play it at release run right through it as fast as possible. You know, it might be the wrong time to expect the game to be. Like either that, you know, or I read the main story as the side stuff, because I thought I read it as like side stuff was around, you know, 20 to 30 hours or something. That's what I feel like I remember reading. But then it turns out that's not true at all. It's way longer. So no, yeah, no. This is there's a lot more going on. That's what it feels like. How much? I'm still not sure. Like, I guess the reason why it felt like I was closer to the end than I thought I was is because when I see, you know, main story 20 hours, and I'm obviously way further than 20 hours at this point, I guess I didn't take into account just how much of the side stuff I was doing, you know. I was doing everything, as you've seen. I've done pretty much cleared out you know, the first area. I keep forgetting the name of that place. What is it called? Freaking Dawnshore. I keep just thinking of Paradise because that's the city, but it's not what that place actually called. Okay, well, I found a way. Okay. I was just seeing if I could just get that, you know. real quick. I did. Like, yeah. Can I? Okay, here's a good one. Yeah, like when I saw the main quest and I was like, okay, if I'm 20 hours into the game at this point, more than 20 hours, and if in my memory, being that 20 hours is like around where side stuff and main stuff, you know, doing both, would kind of be around there, you know. Is what I'm saying making any sense? I don't think it is. But like, yeah, I thought that being at the point I was in the game, I was like, I'm still doing all the side stuff, but I still thought that, okay, I'm doing all the side stuff, but looking at the map, it still looks like I'm pretty much nothing else. You know, how could it be anything else? There's nothing else on the map, really. But obviously, no, there's a whole other area, and probably more, probably a few more even. Like, it is very possible that, again, this area is not going to be as big, there's not going to be as much to do as in Dawnshore. I don't know that for sure. It could even be bigger for all I know. Oh, yes, yeah, this is what I saw this as well. I don't know. I really don't. But I guess we're just gonna be playing this for a lot longer, and I guess I don't mind. I like the game. I just didn't expect that. Excavation log. Governor Vidal ordered us to halt the excavation. Monster has gone through changes and is unstable in more ways than one. But I understand his concerns. These bones have been here for a long time. I don't think they're going anywhere. Wish I could say the same for us. Feels like the land doesn't want us here. And I can't argue with the land. Alright. I think I've seen what's to see over there. Yeah. Little area. Like, I mean, cities and houses and areas. Oh, right, still right there. Oh, funny thing. Can I just give it to you?
You are aware I can see you digging through my things.
Oh, those are your things? Well, what if I give you this instead?
Andra's titties, you found it! I tried using magic to get the vase down, but alas. Thankfully you and your little friends came along and saved the day.
Excuse me. We're all bigger than you are, Nimdude.
I may be small, but my magic is not, I assure you.
Wait, you can have the vase if you tell me something about Fiora. It's not about the size, it's how you use it. So I gotta say this.
If you say so, darling. But I'd best pack up. I want to get home. I have a new artifact to study. Thank you for your help, Godlike. Even if you didn't have a ladder.
Dang it. Should I
That's
have
something I hope never
should I
happens
have
again.
asked her about
I've got
stuff?
a few inches to spare if she changes her mind.
What did you just say? I was not paying attention. What did you just say? Okay. I kinda stole your stuff. Sorry. Well, the game still doesn't, you know, still no actual steal stuff is seemingly bad. Or, you know, you get caught or people get angry with you. Like, some do say something, but they don't actually seem to care. It's still interesting that's just not a thing in the game, and it almost feels like it should be. It almost feels like it was intended. Because there are many places where you can take stuff just and nobody seems to care anyway. Alright, I'll read this and that's gonna be the end of the video. Notice from the governor. Travelers Emerald Stair proceed on risk. Unprecedented environmental changes have weakened our infrastructure, opened treacherous sinkholes, and angered the flora and fauna. Unless you have critical business in Fiora, Miss Serrano, I suggest you turn back until the situation normalizes, which should be now. That was not the tone, probably, but Governor Ignacy Vidal. Someone has scribbled at the bottom. This is the new normal. Alright, that's it. That's the episode. So yeah, we are in Emerald Stair. We are gonna explore. I'm probably not gonna get to Fiora. But you know, again, as I do, I'm probably gonna be doing a lot of side stuff. So where's this on the map? Come on. Why is it being weird? Okay. Is it on the map? Or is it all the way here? Okay, that's quite a ways away. But yeah, so I think I mentioned before that about companion quests being a thing, you know, in Outer Worlds. I was like, is that gonna be a thing in this game, you know? I haven't really seen that, and this might be a companion quest of sorts. I mean, it's something we're doing for Kai, so maybe it could be. I mean, it's semi a companion quest, I suppose. I guess it is. I don't know. What counts as a companion quest? I don't know. I guess it is. I don't know. I'm being weird about it. Whatever. That's the episode. I have a cat who wants to get all the pets, so I gotta pet him. So I gotta go. Bye.